Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to the VUS Learning English podcast. My name is Anna, and I am so happy you are here today. I want you to feel warm. I want you to feel comfortable. Maybe you can make a nice cup of tea or a warm cup of coffee. Find a soft chair or lie down on your bed. This is a safe place. This is a calm place. This is our time together. A time for you. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am so glad you found us. If you are a returning listener, welcome back, my friend. It is wonderful to have you with us again. Today we are going to talk about something beautiful. A question many learners ask. Can I learn English without studying? Is it possible to learn English the lazy way? It sounds nice, doesn't it? Learning without all the hard work. We will explore this idea together. We will find the truth. And I will share a special method with you, a smart, lazy method. Thank you so much for being here. Your time is a gift. And I am so grateful you are sharing it with me. Before we begin, I have a small question for you. Where are you listening from today? Are you in the United States? Are you in South Korea? Are you in Bangladesh? Or maybe you are somewhere else in this big, beautiful world. You can tell me in the comments. I love to see where all my friends are. And if you enjoy our time together, please think about subscribing or giving this podcast a like. It is a small click for you, but it helps our little community grow. It helps us reach more English learners, more friends just like you. Okay, are you ready? Let's take a soft, slow breath. Let's begin. You have seen the videos online. You have heard the promises. Learn English while you sleep. Wake up speaking English fluently. It sounds like a dream. It sounds like magic. For anyone learning English, this idea is wonderful. We all feel tired sometimes. You feel tired from grammar books. You feel tired from long lists of new words. Learning a new language is hard work. It can make you feel very exhausted. So the idea of learning while you sleep is very attractive. You just press a button on your phone. You play a lesson. You close your eyes. You drift off to sleep, and the English words just go into your brain, like water into a sponge. No studying, no hard work, no need to find extra time in your busy day. Just easy, automatic learning, a real life hack, a dream come true. But let's be honest with each other. Let's talk like close friends. This promise sounds too good to be true. And most of the time it is. Most people who try this are wasting their time. They play random English lessons all night. They hope to wake up with new skills. But it does not work that way. They are wasting electricity. But more importantly, they are wasting a beautiful opportunity. The amazing power of their sleeping brain. However, and this is a very, very important however, there is a way, there is a real method, a method that uses science, a method that uses your sleep time to help you get better at English. This method can help you remember new words, it can help you lock grammar into your memory, it can make your speaking feel smoother and more natural. And the best part? It is very, very easy. It is a real lazy method, but it is a smart lazy method. By the end of our time together today, I will show you that the old myth is not true, but I will also give you something new, a step-by-step plan, a blueprint that really works. This plan will turn your sleep time into a powerful tool. Your sleep will not be a wasted opportunity. It will become an active part of your English learning journey. So if you are ready to learn this secret, stay with me. We will do this together. Section 1. Why studying feels so hard. Before we learn the new way, let's talk about the problem. Let's be honest about our feelings. Why does the idea of learning in your sleep sound so good? Why is it such a beautiful dream? It is because traditional learning is hard. For many of us, it feels like climbing a very tall mountain. It is a constant struggle. This struggle has 3 parts. I call them the time famine, the energy drain, and the motivation mountain. Does this sound like your life? Let's talk about each one. First, let's talk about the time famine. A famine is when there is not enough of something. A time famine is when you feel you have no time. Our world is very busy. It asks for all of our time. Maybe you have a job. You work for many hours. Maybe you have a long commute. You sit on a bus or a train for a long time. Maybe you have a family. You have children to take care of. You have parents to check on. Your family needs you and you love them, so you give them your time. You also have a home to manage. You need to buy food at the grocery store. You need to cook meals for yourself or your family. You need to clean the house. And people say you should exercise. You should have a social life and see your friends. You should have your own hobbies. After all of that, after everything you do in a day, where can you find 1 or 2 extra hours? 1 or 2 hours for quiet, focused English study every single day. It feels impossible, right? Your daily schedule is full. It is a battlefield of tasks. And English learning is often the first thing to go. You tell yourself, I will study tomorrow. But tomorrow is just as busy. And that tomorrow never comes. This is the time famine. And it is a very real problem. It is not your fault. Life is just very full. Next, let's talk about the energy drain. Let's imagine you did it. You found 45 minutes at the end of your long day. This is amazing. You should be proud. But what happens? You have finished work. You have sat in traffic. You have made dinner. You have helped your children with their homework. It is 10 o'clock at night. You are tired. You open your English textbook. And your brain says no more. Your brain just shuts down. Your eyes look at the page, but you're not really reading. The words start to look blurry. They dance on the page. You are physically tired. Your body wants to rest. And you are mentally tired. Your brain wants to rest. You try to understand a grammar rule. Maybe the difference between 2 verb tenses. It does not feel like a fun challenge. It feels like a punishment. Your willpower is like a phone battery. At the end of the day, it is at 1. It does not have the power to study complex grammar. So what do? You close the book. You tell yourself, it's okay. I will be fresher in the morning. I will study tomorrow morning. But the morning is its own rush. You have to get ready for work. You have to get your family ready. And the cycle starts again. This is the energy drain. It is a very real feeling. It is not because you are lazy. It is because you are a human being with a busy life. This brings us to the final and maybe the hardest part, climbing the motivation mountain, when you are always fighting for time and you are always fighting for energy. It is very, very hard to stay motivated. It is hard to keep your spirits high. Learning a language is a marathon. It is a long journey. It is not a short sprint. You will have good days, and you will have bad days. You have days where you feel like you are not getting better. You feel stuck. You watch a movie, and you still can't understand it without subtitles. Someone asks you a simple question in English, and you hesitate. You feel shy. You can't find the right words. This feeling of being stuck is very hard. It feels heavy. When you mix this feeling with the daily struggle for time and energy, it is a recipe for giving up. The excitement you felt at the beginning starts to fade. It is replaced by frustration. It is even replaced by guilt. You see your English textbook on the shelf. It looks at you. It feels like it is accusing you. Why are you not reading me? It becomes a symbol of another thing you have failed at. But listen to me, you have not failed. You are just tired. And the traditional way of learning is not working for you. And that is okay. And there is one more thing. Let's call it the wall of boring. So much of traditional language learning is just boring. It is not fun. Memorizing long lists of words, words that have no story, words that have no connection to your life. Drilling grammar rules again and again, rules that feel separate from real warm conversation. It can feel like a chore, like washing the dishes or doing laundry. It takes the joy out of the language. But English is not a chore. English is a beautiful living thing. English is the language of incredible movies that make you cry and laugh. It is the language of powerful music that touches your heart. It is the language of funny videos and internet culture that connects the world. But when you are stuck on page 87 of a workbook, it feels dead. It feels like work. So when you are in this cycle, no time, no energy, no motivation, and you are very, very bored. And then someone whispers a secret. You can learn it all while you sleep. You can skip all this hard work. Of course, it sounds like a miracle. Of course, it sounds like the perfect answers. It is a solution that promises to fix all of your problems. The time famine, the energy drain, the motivation mountain, the wall of boring. Wanting this is not about being lazy. It is about being human. It is about being desperate. Desperate for a method that fits into the real, messy, chaotic, beautiful life that you live. And I'm here to tell you there is a way, a better way, a kinder way. Section 2. What your brain does at night. Okay, we understand the dream now. We understand why we want it so much. Now it is time for a little bit of reality. A dose of truth, but a gentle dose. The popular idea of sleep learning is called hypnopedia. It is the idea that you can learn brand new, complex things while you are asleep, while you are completely unconscious. This means you could play an audio of 50 new Japanese words, words you have never, ever heard before, and you would wake up in the morning knowing all of them. On this point, the science is very, very clear. It does not work like that. Trying to learn new things while you are in deep sleep is like trying to pour water into a bottle with the cap on. The water just spills everywhere. Nothing gets inside. Let's talk about why. Let's make it very simple and easy to understand. Your brain is not lazy when you sleep. Your brain is actually very, very busy. It is doing important work, critical work. I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine your brain is a big, beautiful library, a library full of books and stories. During the day, when you are awake, the library is open. The doors are open. New books are coming in. These new books are your experiences. They are the things you see, hear, and learn. A new English word is a new little book. A conversation with a friend is a new book. Everything you do is a new book for your library. Now, what happens when the library closes? What happens when you fall asleep? The librarians start their work. Your brain has wonderful, hardworking librarians. Their job is not to bring in new books from outside. The doors are closed for that. Instead, their job is to clean and to organize. They are very busy. First, the cleaning part. The librarians go around and clean up all the dust and trash from the day. This is a real process in your brain. It is clearing out waste products. It is very important for your brain's health. Now, the organizing part. This is the most important part for us. This is called memory consolidation. The librarians look at all the new books that came in during the day, all those new experiences, all those new English words. They have to decide, which of these books are important? Which books should we keep forever? And which books were not so important? They take the very important books, the memories you need to remember, and they carefully file them away. They put them on the strong, long-term shelves of the library, so you can find them again later, tomorrow, next week, next year. This very important work happens mostly during deep sleep. This is a quiet, special time for your brain. Now, imagine this. The librarians are working hard. They are quietly cleaning and organizing. And suddenly someone is outside the library. They have a megaphone, a very loud speaker, and they are shouting new book titles through the window. Learn this, learn that. Here's a new word. Here's a new grammar rule. This is what you are doing when you play a lesson of brand new information while you sleep. You are shouting at your busy librarians. Your brain, in that sleeping state, is not designed to take in new, difficult information. It is not open for new books. Its main job is to organize what it already learned, what it learned while you were awake. Some very small studies in a laboratory show that the brain can maybe make a very, very weak connection to a new sound during sleep. But these are special experiments. It is not a real way to learn a language. You cannot learn grammar rules this way. You cannot learn the deep meaning of a new word. The learning is too shallow. It is like a footprint on the sand that the water washes away in a second. It is not useful for a real-life English learner like you. So the dream of downloading a language into your brain overnight is a myth. It is a beautiful story, but it is not true. For almost everyone who just plays a random Learn English Fast video on YouTube and falls asleep, it does not work. The only thing that might happen is a higher electricity bill. This is the wrong way to be lazy. It is the dumb, lazy method. But you knew a but was coming, right? This is not the end of our story. It is the beginning. Because while you cannot use sleep to learn new things, you absolutely can use sleep to make stronger the things you have already seen. The myth is wrong, but the feeling, the instinct that sleep is important for learning is 100 right. We just need to be smarter. We need to be kinder to our brains. We need to work with our librarians, not against them. And that is what we are going to learn now. Section 3. The Smart, Lazy Way. This is the moment. This is the turning point in our story. We are going to leave the old, ineffective methods behind. We are going to learn how to be truly, wonderfully, intelligently lazy. The big change is not about giving up on sleep. Never. Sleep is your friend. The big change is about changing our goal. Here's the real secret. Are you listening closely? Stop trying to use sleep to learn new things. Start using sleep to reinforce what you already learned. Reinforce means to make stronger, like adding more steel to a building to make it stronger. This one small change changes everything. We are no longer trying to force new information into a brain that is not ready. We are no longer shouting at our librarians. Instead, we are going to work with our brain's natural, beautiful sleep cycle. We are going to help our brain strengthen the memories we made during the day. We are going to become a helpful assistant to our own brain's librarian. We will gently help them with their work. This new strategy is inspired by a real scientific idea. It is called targeted memory reactivation. That sounds very complicated, right? Don't worry. I will make it simple. Researchers found that our memories get stronger when our brain replays them, like watching a movie scene again and again. This replaying happens naturally when we sleep. The librarians are rereading the important books before putting them on the long-term shelf. Targeted memory reactivation, or TMR, is just a way to tag a memory. It is like putting a special shiny sticker on a book. You are telling your brain, "Hey, hello." Of all the things that happened today, this new English word is really, really important to me. Please, can you make sure you save this one carefully? You are giving your brain a gentle hint, a little clue. How do you tag a memory for your sleeping brain? You use a cue, a little signal, like a sound that is connected to that memory. When your sleeping brain hears this gentle sound cue, it acts like a little nudge. It gently wakes up or reactivates that specific memory. It replays it. And by replaying it, it makes the memory stronger. This is the smart lazy method. It is based on a simple 2-step way our memory works. Step 1, learning when you are awake. This is when you first see new information. You learn a new word. You understand a new grammar idea. This creates a new memory. But this new memory is fragile. It is weak. I want you to imagine it like this. Imagine you write a new English word on a small sticky note. A little piece of paper with some glue. You stick it on your wall. The ink is still wet. The glue is not very strong. It could easily fall off. This is your new, fragile memory. Step 2, making it strong when you are asleep. This is when your brain decides what to do with all the sticky notes from the day. This is when the librarians do their work. The important sticky notes get special treatment. The brain takes them, and it copies them into a beautiful, strong, permanent book. This book is your long-term memory. The ink is now dry. The memory is safe. This is where sleep becomes your superpower. The dumb, lazy method tries to skip step 1. It tries to create the book while you are asleep. It does not work. The smart, lazy method builds a strong, beautiful bridge. A bridge between step 1 and step 2. You do a very small amount of easy, focused work right before you go to sleep. You write on your sticky note. Then you use a special technique while you're sleeping. You use a gentle sound cue. This tells your brain that sticky note is important. So your brain makes sure to save it in the big book. Let's be very clear about what we are doing. Active learning. This is when you are focused, you are studying, you are having a conversation, you are paying attention. This is how you create the new sticky note. This is step 1. Passive learning. This is when English is in the background. You are listening to English music while you cook. It is great for getting used to the sounds of the language, but it is not for learning brand new things. Passive reinforcement. Our SMART method, this is using easy techniques, especially around sleep, to help your brain save what you have already learned. It is not about learning something new from zero. It is about making the memory you already have stick, making it permanent. This is the real lazy method. It needs only a little bit of effort, but the effort is smart. It is strategic. It is applied at the perfect time, the time when your brain is naturally ready to make memories strong. You are no longer fighting your body and your brain. You are working together. You are a team. So, are you ready for the practical steps? Let's learn the step-by-step tutorial. It is so easy. You can start tonight. Section 4, your nightly routine for stronger English. All right, this is the heart of our new method. This is the practical part. I am going to give you 3 very simple steps. This is the real lazy method, the smart lazy method. This is a gentle routine you can begin tonight. It is easy, it is calm, it is effective. Remember our goal, it is simple. Get the brain ready before sleep. Prime. Use a gentle sound during sleep to make it stronger. Reinforce. Do a quick check in the morning. That's it. Let's go through each step one by one. I will be with you. Step 1. The 5-minute Hello to English. This is the first step, and it is the most important active part, but do not worry. It only takes 5 minutes, maybe even less. The goal is to do a very short, very focused review. You will review one small thing right before you turn off the lights to go to sleep. We are not trying to learn a whole chapter of a book. No, we are simply tagging a small piece of information. We are putting that shiny sticker on one book for our brain's librarians. We are writing on one little sticky note. What to do? Choose only one of these ideas. Just one. Keep it short. Keep it low effort. This should feel calm and easy. Idea 1, vocabulary. Choose 5 to 7 English words. These should be words you learned recently. Maybe you learned them yesterday or today. Now just read them. Say each word out loud. Listen to your own voice. Happy. Beautiful. Friend. If you have an example sentence, read that too. She has a beautiful smile. That's it. You are done. You have just said hello to these words. You have put them at the front of your mind. Idea 2, listening. Find a very short video clip, 1 or 2 minutes long, maybe from a TV show or a movie in English. It is very important that you have already seen this clip before. It should be familiar. Now just listen. Listen for 1 or 2 phrases that you like. Maybe a character says, "See you tomorrow." Now you repeat it a few times. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. You are telling your brain, this sound is important to me. Idea 3, reading. Open an English article or a book. Just read one single paragraph, not a whole page, just one paragraph. Read it slowly. Try to understand the main idea. What is it about? You don't need to know every single word, just the general feeling. That's it. Your brain is now thinking about that paragraph. Idea 4, speaking. This one is just you and your voice. Take 60 seconds, just 1 minute, and say a few sentences out loud. Describe your day in English. It does not have to be perfect. Simple is beautiful. Today I went to work. It was a busy day. For dinner, I ate rice and vegetables. Now I am tired. Perfect. You have just activated the speaking part of your brain. Idea 5, music. Do you love music? This is a wonderful idea for you. Choose one English song that you like. Find the lyrics online. Now listen to the song and read the lyrics at the same time. You are connecting the sound of the words to the look of the words, and you are enjoying yourself. This is the best kind of learning. Why this step works. You are putting that specific information into your short-term memory. You are making it fresh. You are putting the sticky note right on top of the pile. You are gently telling your brain, hello, this piece of English is important. Please take care of it for me tonight. A little bonus tip. After your 5-minute review, put your phone or book down, close your eyes, and just be quiet for a few minutes. Do nothing. Just rest. Let your mind be still. Studies show that these few minutes of quiet rest after learning can help your memory. It is like letting the ink dry on your sticky note before you give it to the librarian. It makes the memory a little bit stronger, even before you go to sleep. So that was step 1. The 5-minute hello to English. Easy, right? Now for the sleep part. Step 2, the gentle sound passive reinforcement. This is our special version of that complicated science idea, TMR. This is our smart lazy method, and it happens as you are falling asleep. What to do as you get into bed and get comfortable? Play some English audio. But here's the most important part. Play it at a very, very low volume. It should be just barely audible, like a faint whisper, a murmur in the background. It should not be loud. It must not keep you awake. If it is distracting you, it is too loud. The goal is to have it so quiet that you can easily ignore it and fall asleep. The critical golden rule. The audio you play must be connected to the material you just reviewed in step 1. It must be familiar. This is the secret ingredient. This is the magic key. We are not trying to learn new things. We are given the brain a familiar sound cue, a gentle reminder. This helps the brain find and strengthen the existing memory, the sticky note you just made. If you reviewed vocabulary words, find an audio file of someone reading those same words. You can even record your own voice. If you watched a TV show clip, play the audio from the full episode of that same show. Your brain will recognize the sounds and voices. If you read a paragraph from a book, play the audiobook version of that chapter. If you listen to a song, create a small playlist of that song and other English songs you know very well. A wonderful, easy option is to play a podcast episode that you already listened to earlier in the day. The voices and topic are already familiar to your brain. Why this step works. These faint, familiar sounds are the reactivation cues. They are the gentle nudges for your brain. As you are in the light, early stages of sleep, your brain can still detect these sounds. It hears the familiar patterns. And when it hears them, it triggers a replay. It finds the memory associated with that sound, the sticky note. And it says, oh, I remember this. This is important. And this replay process makes the memory stronger. It helps the librarians file it away in the long-term memory bookshelf. Some common questions you might have. How long should the audio play? You do not need it to play all night. Set a sleep timer on your phone. 60 minutes is great. 90 minutes is also great. That is more than enough time to cover the important stages of early sleep. What if the sound keeps me awake? Then the volume is too high. It really needs to be a whisper. Turn it down until you almost can't hear it. It should be easy to ignore. Do I need special headphones? Like sleep headphones? No, you don't. Your phone's speaker is fine. Just place your phone on your nightstand, a little away from your head, with the volume very, very low. Simple is best. That is step 2, the gentle sound. You are now sleeping, and your brain is gently, quietly working for you. Not learning new things, but making today's learning stronger. Now, let's wake up. Step 3, the 2-minute morning hello. This is our last step. It is very simple, very quick, but it is so important. It completes the circle. It locks in the memory. What to do? When you wake up in the morning, do this first, before you check your phone, before you look at messages or social media, before you even get out of bed. In the quiet of the morning, try to remember the information you reviewed last night. Why this step works. This is called retrieval practice, and it is one of the most powerful learning tools in the world. When you try to remember something, you are not just accessing the memory like taking a book off the shelf. The act of remembering actually changes the memory. It makes it stronger. It makes the pathway to that memory in your brain clearer and easier to use next time. You're telling your brain, "Thank you for your work last night. The filing was a success. This information is important. I am using it right now." This tells the brain to keep that memory and make it even stronger. Here are some examples. If you reviewed vocabulary, lie in your bed and in your head, try to list the 5-7 words. Okay, what were they? Friend happy, what else? Oh, beautiful. If you reviewed a TV show clip, try to repeat the phrase you practiced. What was it? Ah, yes, see you tomorrow. If you reviewed a paragraph, try to summarize the main idea in one simple sentence. It was about a man walking in the rain. If you practiced speaking, say your sentences about yesterday out loud again. Today I went to work. Wait, no, yesterday I went to work. Now listen to me. This is very important. Do not worry if you cannot remember everything perfectly. Maybe you only remember 3 out of 7 words. That is wonderful. That is a huge success. The effort of trying to remember is what creates the magic. The effort itself is what strengthens the memory. Over time, you will be truly amazed. You will be stunned at how much more you remember. Your ability to keep new words and phrases will grow and grow. You are taking a fragile memory, a wet, sticky note. And in just one night, you are turning it into a strong, long-term part of your English knowledge. And how much work did it take? 5 minutes before bed, 2 minutes in the morning, and a night of smart, gentle sleeping. That is the 3-step routine. Your new secret weapon. Section 5. The full lazy lifestyle. Method. The 3-step sleep routine is a beautiful, powerful memory trick. It is a hack for your brain. But to truly become a smart, lazy learner, we can extend this feeling into our whole day. The goal is to make English a natural, easy part of your world. It should not be a separate task. It should not be a chore that you have to do. It should be like the air you breathe, just there. This is where we can use passive learning in a smart way. Passive learning during the day provides the raw material. It gives you the new words, the sounds, the context. It fills your library with new books. When you have this rich, English-filled day, your 5-minute review at night becomes so much more powerful. Your sleep reinforcement becomes 10 times more effective. So let's learn some lazy lifestyle tactics. Ways to add English into your daily life without adding stress. Lazy input. Tactic 1. Create your English world. The hardest part of doing something new is often just starting. So let's remove the need to decide. Let's make English your automatic default setting. Change your digital universe. This is the easiest change you can make, and it is one of the most powerful. You can do it right now after this podcast. Go into your phone's settings menu, find the language option, and change the language of your phone to English. It might feel a little strange for a day or two, but you will learn so fast. Do the same for your laptop computer. Do the same for your social media apps like Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. Why is this so powerful? Think about it. How many times a day do you look at your phone? 50 times? 100 times? More? Suddenly, you will see English words dozens and dozens of times a day. Words like, comment, share, settings, new message, call, home. This is constant, gentle exposure. It makes the language feel normal. And it teaches you very useful modern vocabulary without any effort at all. You are not trying to study, you are just using your phone. Follow your passions in English. What do you love to do? What are your hobbies? What makes you happy? Do you love gaming? Do you love cooking? Do you love fashion and makeup? Do you love gardening? Do you love football? Whatever it is, I want you to go on YouTube or Instagram and find 5 to 10 creators who talk about your hobby. But they must be creators who post in English. Follow them, watch their videos, look at their pictures. The magic here is simple and beautiful. You are changing studying English into enjoying my hobby. You are not watching a boring lesson. You are just learning the best way to cook a new recipe. Or you're watching someone play your favorite video game. You will learn so much natural English this way. You will learn slang. You will learn special vocabulary about your favorite topic. And it will feel like fun, not work. Lazy input. Tactic 2. Use your waiting time. Think about all the dead time in your day, the time when you are just waiting or doing something automatic. We are not going to find new time for English. That is too hard. Instead, we are going to repurpose the time you already have. We will bring this waiting time to life with English. Your commute. When you are on the bus or the train or walking to work, what do you usually do? Maybe you listen to music in your own language. Try this instead. Listen to an English podcast. Find one on a topic that you think is interesting: history, comedy, science, technology, true crime. There is a podcast for everything. And here's the rule. Do not stress. Do not worry about understanding every single word. Just listen. Let the sounds and the rhythm of English wash over you. You are getting used to the music of the language. Your chores. Are you washing the dishes? Are you cleaning your house? Are you folding laundry? This is the perfect time for background English. Turn on an English news channel on the TV, or play a TV series you have already seen before in English. You are not sitting and watching closely. It is just there, in the background. You are creating an English environment in your own home. It is like you are living in an English-speaking country for 30 minutes. Your workout. When you're at the gym or running or walking, create a special playlist. Fill it with upbeat, energetic English music. You will connect the good feelings of exercise with the sound of English. Your relaxation time. At night, when you want to watch a movie or a TV series. Use this golden rule. It is so important. Watch it in English with English subtitles. This is key. If you watch with subtitles in your own language, your brain will just read. It will ignore the English sounds. But when you use English subtitles, you are doing something amazing. You are connecting the English sounds you hear with the English words you see. This improves your listening, it improves your reading, and it improves your spelling, all at the same time. And you're just relaxing and watching a movie. It is the perfect smart lazy tactic. Lazy input. Tactic. 3. Read for joy. For many English learners, reading is slow, it is painful. You have to stop every 10 seconds to look up a word in the dictionary. It is not fun. So let's change the goal. Let's use a strategy called extensive reading. What it is. Extensive reading means reading a lot, a large quantity, but the material must be easy and enjoyable. The goal is not to understand every single word. The goal is to understand the general story and to have fun. How to do it? Go to a library or look online. Find a book that is a little bit below your comfortable reading level. It should feel easy. Graded readers are perfect for this. These are books that are specially written for different English levels A1, A2, B1. Comic books or graphic novels are also perfect. The pictures help you understand the story. Even children's books are wonderful for this. The stories are simple and the vocabulary is useful. The most important rule: read without a dictionary. Yes, you heard me right. Put the dictionary away. When you see a word you do not know, do not stop. Guess the meaning from the context. Look at the other words in the sentence. Look at the pictures. Make a guess, and then keep reading. Move on. As long as you understand the main story, who the characters are, and what is happening, you are succeeding. You are doing it perfectly. This strategy does something magical. It turns reading back into a pleasure, a joy, not a chore. You will absorb grammar and vocabulary without trying. Your brain will see the same words and sentence structures again and again in a natural context, and it will start to understand them automatically. When you combine these lazy lifestyle tactics with our 3-step sleep method, you create a powerful learning system, a tyrant 47 learning world. It is a system that works with your life, not against it. It does not ask for more time. It just makes your existing time richer, more full of English. You now have the complete plan, the full blueprint for the smart lazy method. You have the nightly ritual, the 3 steps to turn your sleep into a powerful memory boosting tool. And you have the lifestyle tactics, the ways to fill your day with English without stress and without burnout. But now I would love to hear from you. I want this to be a conversation. What is your number 1 lazy English learning hack that you already use? Maybe you have a favorite YouTube channel that is fun to watch. Maybe you play a certain video game in English. Maybe you have a simple trick to remember new words. Please, share your idea in the comments below. I read every single one. And your special trick might be the perfect idea that someone else in our community needs to hear today. Your idea can help a friend. And finally, if you found this method helpful, if you feel a little more hopeful and a little less stressed, please do me a small favor and hit that subscribe button or follow this podcast. Here we are all about working smarter, not harder. We are all about being kind to ourselves on this long and beautiful journey. Thank you. So let's bring it all home. Let's put all the pieces together. We started today with a beautiful dream, the dream of learning English easily, effortlessly in our sleep. We quickly learned that the popular version of this dream, just playing new lessons and hoping to absorb them, is mostly a myth. It is the dumb, lazy method. It is not effective. But we did not give up. Oh no. Instead of giving up on the dream, we found a better way, a smarter way, a smart, lazy way. We discovered the real secret. The secret is not to learn in your sleep. It is to reinforce in your sleep, to make your memories stronger. We replaced the myth with a real practical strategy, a strategy inspired by science but made simple for our real lives. That strategy is the 3-step lazy method for sleep. Let's say them one more time together. The 5-minute hello to English. A very short, focused review before bed to tag the information for your brain. The gentle sound, playing familiar, very quiet audio as you fall asleep to gently remind your brain what to work on. The 2-minute morning hello. Trying to remember the information first thing in the morning to lock it in and make it permanent. And we did not stop there. We expanded this idea into a full lazy lifestyle. We learned to weave English into our digital world by changing our phone language. We learned to connect English to our passions and hobbies. We learned to use our waiting time during chores and commutes. And we learned how to read for joy without a dictionary. The core message of today is simple, but it is so powerful. Learning English does not have to be another difficult chore on your long to-do list. It does not have to be a source of stress or guilt. When you stop fighting your own brain, when you stop fighting your own busy life, and you start using clever, kind, low-effort strategies, everything can change. It is about bringing the language into the life you already live. It is about turning empty time into growth time. So be lazy. Yes, I am telling you to be lazy, but be smart about it. Use these methods. Try the 3-step sleep routine tonight. Change your phone's language right now. Be consistent. Be gentle with yourself. You will be amazed at the progress you can make. You will be so surprised when learning starts to feel less like work and more like a natural, wonderful part of who you are. Now go get some rest. Go get some sleep. You have earned it. And your brain has some important, quiet work to do. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. Be well. See you next time, my friend.